Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for our 100-meter sprinter in the ongoing 2025 Tokyo World Athletics Championship. What a sprinter! Kayinsola Ajayi, the birthday boy, he tried his very best for Nigeria, but at the end, he didn't win any medal. And I have the full gist from the camp of all the athletes representing Nigeria in the ongoing World Athletics Championship in Tokyo. Before I give you the full gist, if you are new on this platform, please let's do it together quickly. Subscribe to the channel, hit on the post notification bell for more updates, and don't forget to like the video and share to other social media platforms. I'm a Ghanaian and I've been given a Nigerian name on this platform as the only one, Solomon Chukwu Emeka. Do well to leave your decent comments in the comment box for special shoutouts. And no more straightforward, let's get into the video. Let me commence from the ongoing 2025 Tokyo World Athletics Championship. So far, I can't say so good for Nigerian athletes. Some have tried their very best to get something for Nigeria. Others too are just beating about the bush. But they all represented the nation and you have to give them the maximum support. Let me start from the 100 meters men race. It was very difficult for Nigeria, but at the end, let me say it's a piece of good news for Kayinsola Ajayi, though he didn't win any medal for Nigeria. Let me start from the prelims. Yesterday, I updated you from the prelims. He was able to book his tickets into the semi-final, and he was in heat 1. Just after that, he booked his tickets into the grand finale stage of the competition. But at the end of the final, he was placed 6th among the top competitors. Let me start from the semi-final race. And in the heat 1, we had a man from Italy, a man from Canada, one from Jamaica, one from the United States of America, one from Russia, talking of Akani Simbene, and Nigeria, our very own Kayinsola Ajayi, with Jeremiah Agu from Great Britain and Elvis Afrifa from Netherlands. And at the end of their race in the semi-final, Noah Lyles won the race with a time of 9.92 seconds. And Ajayi had a time of 9.93 seconds. What a race for him in the semi-final. And at the end, we had Simbene Akani from South Africa with a time of 9.96 seconds. And Agzu from Great Britain had a time of 10.05 seconds. Let me go into the heat 2. And in the heat 2, we had a man from Colombia, one from Kenya, talking of Ferdinand Umayala, one from the United States of America, Kenneth Bednarek, and my main man, Kishani Thompson from Jamaica, and others. And at the end of their race, Bednarek was in parity with Kishani Thompson with a time of 9.85 seconds each. And Blake was third with a time of 10.03 seconds, with Hughes fourth time of 10.03 seconds, and Ferdinand Umayala from Kenya had a time of 10.09 seconds. Now, let me proceed from heat 3 with Ghana and Nigeria interests. We had a man from Great Britain, one from Canada, one from South Africa, talking of Gifts Leotlela, and one from Botswana, Leslie Tebogo, with Abdul Rashid Saminu from Ghana and Israel Okun from Nigeria. And at the end of the race, things didn't go on well from Israel Okun Sunday from Nigeria. Oblique Seviu topped with a time of 9.86, and Tebogo Leslie from Botswana had a time of 9.94. That was a seasonal best, with Gifts Leotlela from South Africa had a time of 9.97. Saminu from Ghana had a time of 10.08 seconds, and Degrassi was fifth with a time of 10.09 seconds. Glebe with a time of 10.09 seconds, and Israel Ogun Sunday from Nigeria had a time of 10.14 seconds. He was seventh, and that was it. So the men that made it to the grand finale stage of the competition were 2 men from United States of America, 2 from Jamaica, and 2 from South Africa. One from Nigeria, talking of our very own, the birthday boy, who was born on the 14th of September 2004. Currently, he is 21 years. Talking of Kayinsola Ajayi and Leslie Tebogo, also from Botswana. Now, let me talk about their various seats at the end of the grand finale stage of the competition. It ended up in tears, but to me, Kayinsola Ajayi did well. Oblique Seville from Jamaica had a time of 9.77. That was his personal best. Kishani Thompson from Jamaica had a time of 9.82 seconds. And Noah Lyles, seasonal best, had a time of 9.89 seconds, with Bednarek Kenneth from United States with a time of 9.92 seconds. Gift Liotlela, this time again, in the prelims, he was able to beat Ajayi. He was able to also beat him again in the grand finale stage with a time of 9.95 seconds. Trailed behind him was our very own Kayinsola Ajayi with a time of 10.00 seconds. And Simbeni Akani from South Africa had a time of 10.04 seconds. Leslie Tebogo, let me just put in this quick update. He was disqualified because he had a false start right from the onset of the journey, and he needed to be disqualified for violating the rules of the game. Now, with our main man, Kayinsola Ajayi, he tried his best. Coming in the men's 100 meters race, he was having his personal best to be 9.96 seconds. But yesterday in the prelims, he had a time of 9.88 seconds. That guaranteed him a space or a brief place in that of the semi-final, where he had time of 9.93 seconds. Just after that, in the final, he didn't do as expected. He had a time of 10.00 seconds. And that is it. And aside he getting a space into the grand finale stage, he was able to also set a main record for himself from Nigeria. So far, he's the first Nigerian in 19 years since one of their runners made it into the grand finale stage of the World's Athletics Championship. He did his very best. Talking of Olusoji Fasuba. So since Olusoji Fasuba was Ajayi Kayinsola, he did his best in 19 years for Nigeria. I was just hoping he could have gotten a place in maybe a bronze medal for us to be happy. But at the end, he didn't do as expected from him. And that is that coming in from our very own Kayinsola Ajayi. Let me proceed with other athletes in the competition from Nigeria. Let me proceed from the men's 400 meters race semi-final. We had Leads-Okezie, who was 8th with a time of 45.66 seconds, and Samuel Ogazi was 5th with a time of 45.97 seconds. They didn't have any place in the grand finale stage of the men's 400 meters race, and we're going to enjoy some reactions from them. Just after that, I will talk about the world record holder in terms of women's 100 meters hurdle gliding, and I'm going to talk about her. Let's enjoy these reactions from Leads-Okezie and Samuel Ogazi in the men's 400 meters race.
Out there today, your first time at the World Championships.
Definitely say it was like a surreal feeling, just coming back from 2021, just everything that happened then. So it's definitely how I could say it, a very inspiring feeling just to be able to touch the track this time, go around. Sadly, I didn't get to do what I wanted to do on the track, what I trained to do, but I can see I finished the race and not be injured, so just look at the positive sides.
Looking at your season thus far, what would you describe as the highlights for you?
The highlight being in Tokyo, because being in Tokyo and being able to run in Tokyo. Since I heard that World Champs would be in Tokyo, that was my main goal for the season. Get here, run the open quarter, and being able to do that today, definitely feel like I did everything I wanted to do for the little things for the season.
You were at the Olympics last year, World Championships this year, 2 back-to-back global competitions. How often would you want to be on this stage, Gigi, and show what you're capable of?
As much as any competition there is, I always want to be able to end it. So next year the goal is the ultimate champion. So my goal is next year to be in the top 8 so I can get to that race.
You're putting on your signature glasses. You mentioned that.
Yep, so just something just to block out the lights. Sometimes the lights get bright, so something just to keep me calm and relaxed.
Finally, what would you want to say to those who support you, who have supported you on your journey, your career?
Thank all of you. Without you guys, I don't know where I'll be. So thank you all and keep believing.
I wanted to ask about, obviously, this is not the end of the championship, the relay is still to come. Team Nigeria has always shown themselves to be very strong in the 4x4. What do you think this team is capable of this year?
I don't think you looked into it because Nigeria is not running any relays at the championship. So
It's a bit unfortunate, isn't it?
I don't know what you want me to say.
First of all, I told the Team Nigeria officials I wasn't prepared for this race because my hamstring is bothering me, but they still insist that I should go run. So I did what I could, and that's the outcome. Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean by you weren't prepared? Can you explain a bit further on that?
On Monday back home, I had a very good practice. I felt ready. I flew here on Tuesday. On Wednesday, I went for a shakeout, and I felt some tweak or I don't know, some shaking on my hamstring. And I don't run with injuries. Everybody who knows me knows I don't run with injury. So I told them, I think the day before yesterday, I'm not prepared for this. I don't think I could do anything if I go out there. But they said, just go out there and give it your all. And first, I didn't even warm up properly. I didn't do anything properly. So yeah.
So would you actually have been willing to sit out this race at the World Championship? This is your first World Championship.
Yeah, I was willing to sit out. I was very, very much willing to sit out. During the warm-up, I spoke with the doctor. He taped my leg. I told him, I'm not ready. I know I'm not feeling healthy and strong yet. Right now, I'm not feeling healthy and strong. I don't know, maybe coupled with the fact that I was diagnosed with COVID 2 weeks ago. I don't know. But, yeah.
You had a long season.
Yep.
You won the NCAA title this year. So if you're going to reflect on your season, what would you say is the highlight of your season? And how would you rate your season generally?
I would say my season was impressive and superb because my main goal was to win the NCAAs, and I got that done. After that, I was just going with the flow. So yeah.
Now the season has ended. What's next for you?
Let me end up from Tobi Amusan. I know definitely you were expecting a lot from her, and she's still doing it. In her first race, she had a time of 12.5 seconds. Behind her was a lady who had a time of 12.69 seconds, and other one also had a time of 12.86 seconds. Looking at the way she was gliding, it was very serious. She was just trying her very best for Nigeria, and I think at the end of everything, she can still hold a record with a medal for Nigeria. And that is that from the 2025 Tokyo World Athletics Championship. I needed to get time to give you all the full gist of what is transpiring. Other field events are ongoing for Nigerian athletes, but I'm just talking about the athletics part of how things are happening for Nigerian athletes in Tokyo so far. I will end here with my presentation. I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asidu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. In all things, let's applaud and compliment the efforts of Kayinsola Ajayi. He did his very best for Nigeria. He's a birthday boy, and we have to applaud him. Let's meet in the next one. It's bye for now.